afternoon everyone, welcome back to another video. It's been a while. Today you're joining me on an impromptu cookout along the Dorset coast, back at one of my favourite spots purely because if you come late enough in the day, you usually get the entire place to yourself, even on an Easter weekend. You might have seen this place featured on my channel a couple of times, and usually it's captured in its more summery composition, but today there's a storm rolling in which should make for a dramatic change in scenery.
I think something about this particular backdrop looks different now, and I think potentially there might have been a landslide. There's definitely been landslides along the path here. We've got 1, 2, 3. There is constantly landslips along this bit, though I've never seen it along the path. You've got to be pretty careful coming along here.
So it's been a while since I have dropped a new video. Admittedly, I have been a little bit bummed out with YouTube. I had been trying to edit my Scotland trip video only to find that the files were corrupted, and so I've been a little bit bummed out and I took a little break. But here we are back again, trying to get things back on track, and we're starting with a simple hike and cook video.
Finally made it down to the coastline. Just hiding in this little bit, get a bit of reprieve from the wind. It's so moody in the background. It's actually great. I love this kind of weather. It's blustery, there's mood, there's mist. Just gotta find a little spot to hunker down and do a bit of cooking now. Alright, I think here is a pretty good spot. I think this is where I stopped last time. Just looks a little bit different with the tide out. I would really love to explore more of the coast beyond that way, because on Google Maps it does look like there's a flat spot that might be nice for camping, but the light is dipping and I don't want to risk any kind of injury, considering I forgot my head torch, so I won't be able to see anything on my way back. The waves are crazy.
It is very blustery this evening with Storm Dave blowing the clouds inland and around the cliffs. And even though I've been here many times, I've never actually seen Chapman's pool engulfed in mist and fog like this before. It certainly adds a dramatic flair to the atmosphere.
Jammy dodges. Cactus. Bread. So I actually brought my fly sheet and my hiking pole to use as like a makeshift shelter tarp thing, but I don't think we actually need it because the wind is being blocked by this giant rock over here. But we'll see. Let's see. Right. Oh, it gives a nice bit of cushioning. Not bad. I actually moved my stuff up to this little flat rock because it's much nicer to cook on, and it looks like the tide is coming up a bit, so nice to have a little bit of a stable platform to cook on, you know. It's definitely going to be a little bit tricky, I think, cooking in this wind. Also, who names a storm Dave? Storm Dave. Man. I think this wind is going to be troublesome, so I'm just going to try and build a little bit of a wind block, because it's coming directly from the sea. So if I can just block it a tiny bit, then I think our flame should be safe. So tonight's meal is homemade kaftas. So I made these at home, and we're gonna have it with some delicious Lebanese bread. Oh, look at that. It smells amazing. I must say so myself. Well, it's gonna cook. It's just gonna do so very slowly. In the meantime, we can have appetizers. Wow, it's so moody. I love it. Ah. I'm dirty. My God. So there's no beer today, but we've got apple and grape Purdy's. It's pretty tasty. Storm Dave is making it really difficult for me to cook these kebabs. But I found that if I hold the shield like this, it does help a little bit. I'm only worried that if it doesn't cook in time, I'm gonna get washed away with the sea. No, I'm pretty convinced it doesn't come up this high. I actually moved it off the shelf and down into this little alcove, and it's actually sizzling now, which is nice. All right, it is ready. Would you look at that? Oh, it smells incredible. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh, so good. That was freaking delicious. I think it's time I skid-a-doodle because that water's creeping up real fast. I think there is a clear water line, but I also don't want to risk it because, you know, there's a massive storm hitting us. But that was a good little, I wouldn't call it a camp out, a cookout then, if you will. And just enjoying the elements. I don't know how I got so dirty, man. Bag's dirty, everything's dirty. But yeah, time to get to higher ground, have some more jammy dodgers, and then head back. Oh yeah, that water's really coming in. Look how quickly it's just come past that big boulder. We were just here, and we moved up here. It's definitely coming in, so gotta move.
I slowly meandered my way back up to the top, taking in the views one last time. It's always nice to get one last look at the scene before you leave a place. And now I leave things on a dramatic end and walk straight into the fog and never return. Just kidding. I'm hoping to drop more videos regularly again soon. Although, with the current events of the world and fuel prices going crazy, I'll be a bit 50-50 on that. But I'll do my best. Thanks for checking in, and I hope to see you again soon next time.